Welcome to another Blender tutorial. Alright, in this tutorial we're going to look at how to add two materials or multiple materials to a single mesh. Now, this is important because everyday objects have multiple materials that they're made with. You got screws that are metal, you got plastics that are shiny, plastics that are dull, you've got rubber on them, you got all these different materials. You can do it all with textures, but it's a lot more complicated. And it's just a lot simpler to do it with materials. Now, this is just our default cube, and I'm just going to subdivide it a few times so that we have some vertices. Go over a material. I have one material on here now, but I want to add another material. Let's see right here, just across here, a band. Now, in order to add more than one material, you have to have vertex groups. In order to make a vertex group, you select the area that you want to be grouped, then you go to this triangle thing up here and click the plus under vertex groups. Then you press assign. You can name it whatever you want. And I highly recommend whenever you're doing a real project that you name everything, something that will help you identify it in the overview, vertex groups. You may have multiple groups. Now this one's just called group, but we could rename it to, how about red? We'll make it red. Now it's red. See, now you keep all your stuff nice and orderly. We go back to materials. We just have this default material. We click this plus. That adds a material. We define a material with new. And then we further define it. Make it red. Or, just turn the red up, green down. There. Now it's red. Now we have to assign. Make sure that this is selected. If you just have that selected and assign, it's not going to work. It's not going to do anything. Okay, now say you've done what I just did and you've deselected your group. All you have to do is go back in here, choose your group, and then select. Well, first you have to press A to deselect everything, then select. Okay, now you can go back to your materials and assign. Now you have a red band. Render, red band. Really cool. Now, the difference between this and using one material and multiple textures is that it's just a lot simpler. In order to do this with the texture, you would have to UV map all this stuff, lay it out, and I don't know, if you're watching this video, you're probably not any better than me at UV mapping, but that's a pain in the ass, To tell which vertices are where exactly, especially in a complex mesh, can be incredibly hard. But this is really simple. I mean, you can make this, you can do this, and it's just really simple. Now you can assign a special texture to just that. Say that's, I don't know what that is, Add a clouds texture that affects the normals. And we'll do it at 0.1, enter, F12. Now you'll see if you look closely, how about I render this larger, F12. If you look closely, it's kind of bumpy, and the rest is smooth. That's really cool. The rest of your texture, the rest of the other material, maybe you want that to be, I don't know, a wood texture, something like that affects the normal at 0.2 F12. Now let's see, you can see the applications for this. You really can't make realistic meshes or believable objects that have one material. You need to have multiple materials, multiple textures, and that's that. Tell me, comment below if I totally botched this tutorial. I'm just starting out, it's only my second tutorial. But okay, there you go. That's how you add two materials to a single object. Alright, see you next time.